What's up, man?
How you doing, bro?
I'm sitting here with Devanondeck. I'm Al Onyia, and let's get straight to it, man. Tell us about yourself.
I'm a digital creator. I live here in Los Angeles, originally from Oakland. And yeah, I've been in this space for, I want to say maybe about almost a decade now in the digital content fashion space. Went to fashion school, dropped out, started pursuing marketing, and kind of ended up in this space where I'm on both sides of the coin. I, do a bit of consulting, but then also, I have kind of built a couple platforms for myself as well. So it's been a journey.
So you feel like your marketing background has been like the most valuable tool for you in this new journey that you're on?
I think so. And by marketing background, it's more so just like learning as I go. Just like with fashion.
Just all self-taught, right?
Yeah.
So your content is really putting people on game, or kind of more on the educational side, right? Or
yeah, I mean, I just try to give guys the tools to just embrace themselves, and like not from like a cliche like be yourself. It's like no, like here's a literal thing you can do for the thing I'm pretty sure you're insecure about.
Got it.
You know.
So give me an example of an outfit that you would suggest for somebody who's has a dad bod, or somebody who's a dad who's kind of insecure about their look, like a go-to, signature outfit.
I don't know if I would be that prescriptive because everybody has their own taste and taste level and all that. But I really think at the end of the day, like for whatever reason, everybody has one or many things that they maybe don't embrace or don't feel as good about. And I think at the end of the day, it comes down to like color, silhouette, and it's really about comfortability. Like, what do you have to do that day? What is your lifestyle like?
So on the show, The Hype, it's really built on, designing. It's design focused, right? And so you're a designer, right? Tell us about your design world's perspective.
Interesting you would say that. So I literally just started designing again maybe a month ago. I mean, this...
You said again, so when did...
So I started this journey off as a fashion school student. I went to study shoe design, menswear. So I'm learning all the things about construction and fabric and color theory and all the things you'd imagine somebody needs to learn in that space. But it took me 10 or 15 years not only to learn how to understand the ecosystem of how to build something and not even from a business perspective or even necessarily making it profitable, but how do I take this idea and then make it to something tangible that I didn't physically work on? Because I used to customize shoes, like I said earlier, and that's not scalable. How do I work smarter and not harder? Like, what do those things look like? And it took me 10 or 15 years to finally get to a place where it's like, okay, I understand it. I have the means to support myself and just do what I want at this point. And now I also have eyeballs on me to where I could be able to tell my story to a wide range of people. So I think if I told myself at 18 it would take 15 years, I'd be like, forget, I probably would quit. 100%. But looking back, it was worth it. I wouldn't change a thing.
It's the right journey. Another big part about the show, The Hype, is it's focused around competition. In the space that you're in, the space that I am, it's very competitive. How do you embrace competition? Are you similar to a Michael Jordan, where you're like, win at all costs? For Michael, it's about how he wins. It's like, I'm gonna win no matter what. And for me, with LeBron, it's winning in a way where, everybody can kind of eat a little bit. How do you value competition?
I think competition is healthy.
Yeah.
But ego is not your amigo. Like I'm not happy to see anybody fall, but I know I'm gonna go the hardest that I can, whatever I'm doing. So like, yes, there's a part of me that quietly is like, yeah, I'm trying to crush everybody, but it's not in a way that like is with malice. It's not like I want to win while stepping on other people. That's not my MO. But I also want to be so great that it might discourage you from wanting to try.
Yeah, got you. So you're more LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, because Michael's like, I'm gonna win, and I don't care how you feel, what you feel about it, I'll win. And I respect it. I think in the space that we're in, especially in the fashion space, I think the way you described is the only way to win in a way where you can be productive.
Yeah.
Because if you're going in there, like and you just said the beauty of the space that we're in, we get to collaborate a lot. And in collaboration, you have to work with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you have to show that you can still lead and move in a way that, you know, props up other people, you know. And so I think that's beautiful. I think what I loved about, you know, the hype in the show is that, you know, they show people working in groups, you know, which can be very challenging, and also show how people can have to work on their own and work in a very solo way. And so they show both sides of you having to work with someone, and you also having to kind of, you know, kind of get it out the mud yourself.
People that are really about this, I think we understand that it all came from a place of self-discovery and confidence. So you're never gonna rob the next person of that, and you also understand that we both can be right.
Yeah.
Like, that jacket is great for you, but it might be trash on me.
100%.
Right?
And that's probably the most powerful thing in fashion. But that's why I love competition, because you have to work around, you know, your obstacles, you know, work around like other people's little nuances to kind of make, you know, a great product and kind of come out victorious in a sense.
I think we're very similar in that way, to where, I mean, I know you might have a little bit more of a aggressive or direct approach in yours, but I think we both come from the same place of like self-awareness.
Yeah.
And like knowing yourself, to where you'd be like, yeah, like how you look and the physical frame of your body that you put it on does affect the outfit. And that's why, and since I came from a place of like empathy and trying to make sure that I give the average dude confidence, or the person that may have been given an excuse by society or his mom or whatever we make up about ourselves that usually isn't true or not really a flaw, just something that you have to, you know, work with.
Yeah,
it's mental.
Yeah.
So I'll literally make videos for like, here's 5 fashionable bald dudes that you should follow on Instagram if you're a bald dude. Like, 'cause if you look at me, you can't do everything I do. Here's guys that are really like short or vertically, you know, challenged.
Yeah.
Here's some really tall, awkwardly tall dudes that are like 7 feet tall. But they're fashionable. Here's how they dress.
Yeah.
So you can have somebody else to look at, because I'm not the end all be all. I'm not the master of fashion.
As men, we don't talk about a lot of these things. And that's why I think it's, even for me, when I work with my clients, I know we don't talk about these things. So when I'm with them one-on-one, I'm sharing these things. They're like, oh man, like, thank you for telling me that. The biggest thing that I bring is that I'm super, super self-aware. I'm not someone lying to myself. That's the value. Same thing with fashion design. Like don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to, you know, when you're creating a product, don't be like, I'm the only one making this thing, and close your eyes to the fact that there's 10, 12 other people making that same product.
Yeah.
Look and see what they're making. Look and see what, you know, they're also doing, because you might be able to pick things from what they're doing and add to yours and tweak it a little bit here and there to make yours a little bit stronger. Devanondeck, man, it's a pleasure. Pleasure talking with you.
Likewise.
Let's do this again, man.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
like, let's connect. You know, courtesy of the hype. It's all love, man.